Welcome back, gamers. My name is Neumatix, and this is Minecraft Java Edition with Actually Editions, episode number 7. In this episode, we're going to dabble a little bit with the Empowerer, and we're going to end up going to the Nether in order to make it. And this is going to allow us to further our journey into Actually Editions and all the cool extra things we can do within powered stuff. So in the last episode, I had mentioned at the very end that we were going to have to go to the Nether, which actually, if you look over there, that is a little building. I made a Nether portal so that we go in and go into it. I haven't gone there yet, but I just made it so we had it already out of the way, and I didn't want it close to my base because I was so tired of hearing the portal noises. But if you can tell, also on the outside of my base, I made these little enclosures over the farms so that eventually, when we have enough materials to make these greenhouse glass, I can just place them all over the top, which will make these grow way faster, which probably isn't even needed because I have way more food that I know what to deal with. But we will need it when we go and make some really energy intensive machines using canola oil to power all of it. So that is really exciting. Can't wait. So now I think it is high time we head over to the Nether and start gathering up stuff. So in order to make some of these things like the Empowerer, we are going to need some iron casings, a battery, redstone. Okay, so that's not a big deal. The big deal, oh my gosh, these sheep. Hold on. Let me get a little bit away from these sheep. They are so loud. Okay, let's go on the bridge. Let's go over to our display stands. So the display stands are going to need a lot of quartz. We need some ethic quartz and then some ethic green block quartz. Those are easily made by throwing them in front of the atomic reconstructor, but we first need some quartz. So let's go ahead and head to the Nether and do such things. First time going to the Nether. All right, hopefully we don't get thrown into an area where if we step off, we go into lava. I've had that before. It's not fun. Not at all. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look at what we got here. Man, I think we got lucky, though. We ended up right in front of another fortress. That is going to be awesome when we go and loot that thing. Very cool. All right. So now, on the adventure to go find some quartz. You know, it might also be a good thing to gather up a bunch of glowstone because I'm actually sure we are going to need some glowstone. Oh, and why would I leave anywhere when I have some quartz right over here? But yeah, I'm going to definitely need some glowstone for some other things as well. So let's gather up as many materials as we can while we're here. All right, I am back from the Nether. It was a little too dark in order to record anything worthwhile when I was there, and there wasn't anything too exciting that actually happened. I stayed around the area that I came out of from the portal, which had a lot of good stuff, a lot of glowstone, not too many things of quartz, but I'm going to see if the quartz I have will go ahead and suffice. We have a full stack and 12. I have no idea. I think I'm going to have to go and get more, but we'll find out. Okay, so now that I slept the night away, let's go ahead and see if we can make what we need. We need some display stands. We're going to need 5 of these guys, and we need to make some ethic quartz, and we need to get some blocks of quartz and put those in front of the reconstructor in order to get those. So all together, we're going to need a lot. Awesome. Let's go and change all of my quartz into some blocks by simply doing this. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I'm definitely not going to have enough quartz in order to make the rest of everything. So we'll definitely have to go back to the Nether in order to make things happen. But for the meantime, let's go ahead and get this underway. I'm going to throw my block of quartz in front of this guy. Changed all of those into the ethic quartz. Awesome. We have all of the ethic quartz we need in order to make all of our display stands. Now we just need to get a bunch of ethic green block quartz. So we need some chiseled quartz blocks, which is quartz slabs, which is made from a block of quartz. Awesome. Okay, let's make some of those real quick. Okay, I literally have only 4 blocks to play with, so I can do this, pull these 6 out, and that'll go ahead and make a few of these. So we got 3, and we are going to need a whole lot more. So yes, we'll definitely have to go back. Let's go over here. Let's turn this guy back on. Let's throw these chiseled quartz blocks in front of it and watch him turn into the green ones. Very cool. So now we could actually make 1 display stand, if I'm not mistaken, with some advanced coil. So let's go and make our advanced coil real quick and make at least 1 of these guys. Okay, went ahead and made an advanced coil. Let's grab our green blocks. Let's grab our ethic quartz, and there we go. 1, display stand. Very nice. Cool. Now we only need to make 4 more. Okay, off to the nether we go. Oh no! I literally just died in the nether. Oh my gosh. I totally pulled a bad move. I went ahead and drilled underneath me and dropped to my death. This is horrible. I'm really hoping that I can get back and get all of my stuff, and hopefully it didn't all land in the lava. This is bad. I made it! Yes, I made it. I made it. I made it back. All right, this was dangerous, real dangerous. I'm never doing that again. Avoided 2 ghasts on the way too, jeez. All right, I think I lost one thing in the lava, and hopefully that wasn't anything too costly. I don't think it was. Oh no, so I did lose 2 things. I lost my bow, which had flame on it, so I guess it wasn't too bad. But I also lost my other traveler sack, which isn't too bad either. So all in all, not a bad loss. I was able to get most of my items back. Most importantly, the drill. I do not want to go ahead and remake the drill. I really need to keep this thing safe. All right, not too bad. I actually made it back without dying again. Oh my gosh, that was horrible. That was horrible. Literally suicide mission as I was trying to go back and get the rest of my stuff as 3 ghasts were trying to attack me and a blaze. Oh my gosh, so bad. Anyways, we are back. Let's go ahead and make the rest of these guys so that we can go ahead and finish up our empower and we can go and get things started officially. So I'm going to grab 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that should make up the 4 that we need. 12 and 12. Cool. Awesome. Let's go ahead and throw these in front of the atomic reconstructor as long as I go and grab my redstone torch. All right, there we go. Cool. Got our stuff. Cool. Let's go ahead and wait a second. We're also going to need a bunch of these advanced coils, 4 of them to be exact. So let's go ahead and grab a bunch of those as well. All right, all set. Put these here, put these there. Last up. Boom, all the display stands we need. Awesome. Last order of business is to actually make the empower. So we're going to need a double battery, restoring a crystal, easy enough, and some iron casings. Not bad at all. All right, I went ahead and got everything crafted up, so we should be able to make the empower. Awesome, cool. So we literally have everything we need. We have all 4 display stands, and we have the empower. So what we need to do is go ahead and set this guy up somewhere. I don't really want to place it in here. I don't think I have enough room in my base. I think I'm going to have to make an exterior area, maybe over there, maybe across the way. I don't want to make it too far away from my base because I do need to use it quite often. Or maybe I'll make a second layer to the base. That is an idea. All right, guys, after a lot of thinking, I went ahead and just made an extension off of my base. It's seamless. It actually turned out really nice on the outside. I'm going to go ahead and go over here. I don't need that exit technically because I have this exit. I had so many places to exit out of my base that I went ahead and just cut off this one. So if we go in here, now you can actually go down and see what I've done down here. I made a little bit of a base underneath, just enough to house our empower and our display stand. So what we need to do is place the empower down like this, and every 2 out, we need to place a display stand here, 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 and lastly, right there. So now we got this all figured out. I'm going to have to grab some more wool carpet so that I can go ahead and finish this off to make it look a little better. But this is literally it. The only thing we need to do now is go ahead and give these guys some power. So in order to do that, I went ahead and brought some energy laser relays, and I can go ahead and place these on the side if I go ahead and do this correctly. Let me go and break this. There we go. Now we can place that on the side, and I can do the same thing to each of the other ones if I wanted to. So I don't really want that placed right there when I come down. So I can go and place this one on the side right there. It kind of looks a little goofy, honestly. It does look really weird. All right, there we go. So now all I need to do is grab my wrench and I can connect all of these up together. But once we've done that, we actually are going to need a power source. For the meantime, until we can go ahead and get the power from the canola farm down here, I'm going to go ahead and just set up some coal generators and hook everything up so that we can go ahead and get things rolling with our empower until we can get all the advanced things done later on. All right, back down here, I went ahead and switched things up. I moved everything just 1 block forward, and I went ahead and got some more laser relays with these coal generators so I can go ahead and connect them all up with all of these. So if I could go and connect that to that, that to that, I can go ahead and connect this now to here, which then this can connect to this one, This could connect also to this one. And then finally, we just need one of these to connect over here. If we wanted it to look symmetrical, we could actually connect that over here, but there's actually no need. So over time, you can see each of these should eventually fill up with crystal flux, which then will power the full thing. And then this is literally ready to roll. It is ready to be used. All right, now we're in a spot we could go ahead and test this thing out. So let's go ahead and go to our atomic reconstructor after we get our redstone torch. I should actually make this automatic like one of my buddies told me to, but I'm too lazy. I'm just want to go ahead and use this real quick. I'm going to put my block of coal. That's going to turn it into a void block. And then let's go ahead and take our iron. But actually, hold on. Let's go and turn our iron into an iron block so that we can use it properly. Like that. Boom, boom. Let's go and throw it on the ground. And there we go. Now we can go ahead and turn this off and go down to our station downstairs. So each one of these, when they get empowered, they need a certain amount of materials in particular, in order to change it into what you want. So for the Enorai, you need to go and place that in the middle. And then after that, you need to go ahead and get a certain amount of things. So we are going to need a snowball. We are going to need a button. We are going to need a piece of cobble. And then we're going to need some gray dye. Now, as soon as we place this gray dye down, it's going to go ahead and take up a lot of power in order to change this into an empowered Enorai block. As soon as I place it down, you can watch as the power starts fading on all of these display stands, but we should be okay for Enorai. It doesn't take up that much, I don't believe. And then we can go ahead and grab this afterwards and use it to our advantage for other things, such as the drill mining augment 5x5. I really want to make that augment so I could drill out 5x5 areas instead of 3x3. That would be amazing. And boom, there we go. Awesome. We have an empowered Enorai crystal block. So we can go ahead and break this down now. And now we have just what we need in order to make the drill mining augment 2. Of course, if we go ahead and turn some of our diamonds into the diamine crystals, and then we go and get advanced coil, we can now make our 5x5 drilling mining augment. Awesome, cool. Now I do want to make one more thing, which is the shock absorber, and we're going to need some empowered void crystals. To make the empowered void crystal, all we need is some charcoal, flint, stone, and black dye. So I'm going to go ahead and place all of those materials in there, and we can go ahead and get that going as well. So the shock absorber, if you didn't know, will go ahead and allow you to protect a certain area of your base from creepers blowing up. It is very, very useful. If you happen to run outside, a creeper blows up, and you happen to have that in place, it'll protect your base. All right, here we go. Our empowered void crystal block. Very nice. Cool. And it used up probably, no, not too much. Not too much crystal flux. If we go in here, oh, I guess it was using up a good amount of the internal storage on those coal generators, but it's not a big deal. Let's go up here and let's continue crafting some of the cooler items that come with empowered crystal blocks. Okay, so I went ahead and got a lot of the materials I needed in order to make that 5x5 drilling mining augment, and I went ahead and got the materials to make the shock absorber, since we got the stuff that we need and we have empowered the crystals that we need for all of that. So let's go ahead and go to the 5x5 drill augment, which is right here, and let's go ahead and make an advanced coil real quick. Do this. Oops, let's put that in the middle. Let's do that. Boom, boom. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and go back. And nice. Now we can go ahead and mine out 5x5 areas. That is insane. Next up, let's go ahead and make another coil. I'm going to go and do this. Going to bring that around. Advanced coil. Very cool. Now we can go up here. Shock absorber. We can go and do this. I'm going to need to go and grab some more obsidian if I want to make more of these, but all I need to do now is grab that, and I can literally place this wherever I want in order to protect it from creepers that might be on the outside of my base. Let's go ahead and go and click on it and then go into actual additions. It says the shock absorber is a block that, when supplied with CF, will protect an area up to 5 blocks around it. That's actually pretty good. So I can go ahead and place this right here, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way up to here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the outside. there's a huge perimeter that this will go ahead and protect the area from creepers. Very cool. I did not know it needed actually crystal flux in order to operate. So we might just go ahead and break this down for now and then put it somewhere safe until we have a power system, a power grid that can handle something like that. All right, so I went ahead and went back down into my mining system because I wanted to test out my 5x5 drill augment. So I'm going to click into it like that, and let's go ahead and see how this works. Oh man, this is gonna be awesome. Look at this. Huge areas demolished in seconds. How much is it using? Oh, wow. Yeah, it's actually using quite a lot of power. But the good thing is, after we pick up all of these blocks, we can go ahead and make some of the higher tier batteries now that we got the Empower in place. Let's see if we go over here. Nope, it's not over there. These batteries, the triple battery, the quadruple battery, and the quintuple. What? It can hold 2 million CF. That is going to be insane. Okay, triple battery. We need some empowered Enori crystals. Quadruple. What do we need? Some more empowered Enori crystals. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. And then if we want the quintuple, we actually need empowered diamantine crystals. I'm never going to get used to saying that word. You know what? I did realize that we do have some extra empowered Enori crystals. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and make a triple battery to go ahead and help us out a little bit. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to need some more of these in order to make the basic coil. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Do this, boom, put this in there, put these like that. Very cool. All right, so now all we need, I believe, is to do this with this and that. So easy. 600,000 crystal flux. So if I wanted to go ahead and put this up to the quadruple, all I would need to do is to get some more empowered Enori crystals. That might be saved for another episode. So for the meantime, I'm going to throw that in there, let it build up. But now we have a bunch more energy we can store in our battery to help us out when we're mining out areas down in our mining system. But all right, guys, that is a very good wrapping up point. I hope you did enjoy this episode. We went over a lot of good stuff, especially with the Empower and the different things that we can make with it, and all of the empowered Enori and the 5x5 and all that fun stuff. If you did enjoy, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to get content like this every week. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!